Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. You must have clicked on this video because you're tired of shooting like this. I hope your shot charts don't look like that. But if they do, as a person who shot those shots and bricked those bricks, I now have the answer. The answer that will have your shot charts looking like this. And you're my player now shooting like this. So stick around, keep an open mind, you might just learn something. G-Man, I'm about to bite off your swag. Everybody, raise your cups. With all the receipts you've been shown, and without further ado, I'll see you in the video. Bruh, I can't even hold back the excitement. I hope y'all enjoyed that intro as much as I did. But like I said, without further ado, we're gonna get into this video. I have 4 tips for y'all in this video that will change your shooting for the rest of 2K23. On top of that, I will be giving dribblers and spot ups some jump shots that will definitely change your experience to make it way more enjoyable. All of these I have tested and used myself personally. I only have one build, which is my 6'3" that you're seeing in the background. But sometimes I dribble, sometimes I, spot up, and I either need a fast jump shot to dribble and pull up, or sometimes I'm a spot up and I need a steady jump shot to ensure I hit all my shots. So I'm gonna be having about 3 jump shots for each. I hope y'all enjoy the video. We're gonna get started with the first tip: shot timing. So pretty straightforward. 2K Labs have done a couple of videos on it, as well as other people, but this is how I understand shot timing. Shot timing essentially is your custom green release point, and I say that like that because literally you basically are able to choose from 4 different green releases on your jumper where you want to release it from. Now, they do come with custom green windows, which means if you choose very early on a certain jump shot, it may not be the same green window. You may not have the same amount of time to green the shot as the same jump shot with late timing. And, it is what it is. I can't fully explain it. It may have to do with the speed at which, certain jump shots will just be better on very early rather than some jump shots being on very late. It's just like that. But the most normal green windows will be your early and your late. And before I get into the second tip, I'm basically gonna go over very early, and late, as well as very late, and just explain kind of where the green release is on each of those. Keep in mind that your shot timing does not speed up your jump shot. It just moves your green window. So that being said, first off, we have very early, which basically releases the ball as it's coming up to the face depending on your upper releases. But it's basically at the beginning of your windup, at the very beginning. As soon as that player picks up the ball and starts to rise up to his face, it's basically almost like a tap. Then you have early, which is a little less than normal. All right, this is basically as soon as the ball touches your forehead. So you still haven't broken that 90, and you haven't started moving the ball towards launching it to the hoop. So it's right before that movement you'd release the ball. And then you have late, which is a little slower than normal, which is where you would hold the ball until it starts to break that 90 degree, which is kind of like what most jump shots were last year. Most jump shots were kind of in that range of early to late, where you either move it once your hand, you either let go of square when it stops moving, when your elbow locks that 90, or you release it after. Like, I think LaMarcus Aldridge and Rudy Gay were famous for the fact that they were green after they started to, lose that 90 degree angle at the top of the jump shot. All my elite shooters know what I'm talking about, and I'm trying to explain as basic as possible so anybody else can pick it up. And then we have very late, which is basically at the very end of the jump shot. And you probably heard people saying that when you're trying to get your badges, very late is the best timing because you can't possibly miss the green window, because it's literally as you're flicking your wrist to launch the ball. So yeah, that's how I would describe shot timings and the 4 settings. For online play, whether it's park, rec, pro-am, the theater, whatever, I highly recommend early or late, or very early if you're going to use a slow jump shot. That's the only time I recommend very early. With that being said, let's go right into the second tip. Our second tip is about release speed. I shouldn't have to go into this. We all know what release speed is. However, especially this year, everybody's opting for the 100% or 4 out of 4 option. Not sure exactly how it is for 6ix9ine builds, but I promise you, 100% is not always the best option. As a matter of fact, the jump shots that you're seeing in both these gameplays are at 75% speed. So just keep that in mind. And also, you see the comp gameplay that's about to take place in the background. So like I was saying, yeah, the green windows can feel bigger depending on the speed. So go ahead and try 50%, try 75%. 100% is not always the best. And one jump shot I can give you an example of is Stephen Curry. At 100% speed, it feels a little clunky and inconsistent, even though it's one of the best jumpers in the game. If you throw that on 75%, Stephen Curry becomes a bullet, and it doesn't affect the speed. If you look on the release speed time, and it does not change very much. Your green window does get bigger, and it is easier to hit. Also, remember, contests change your jump shot speed anyway. So if your jump shot is too fast already and somebody jumps at you, or somebody simply in your vicinity, y'all see him hit that 100% smothered? Oh yeah, okay, 2K, but whites don't drop, right? Look, y'all just need a good jump shot. Y'all can always hit in the green window. 2K Labs confirmed that slightly lates and slightly earlies are right outside the green window. So I'm pretty sure that dude right there mastered his shot to where he was able to still hit that shot. The contest just sped it up, but he still, timed it right, and it went in. The last thing before we move on to the bases that I'm going to give y'all before I close out this video is upper releases. And these are your visual cues. And these also do affect some of the stats that the jump shots have this year. But upper releases are your personal preferences, your graded preferences. And a lot of people may not realize this, but some upper releases are more consistent or repeatable than others, depending on if you're a dribbler or a spot up, may change depending on where you are on the court, where the ball is, stuff like that. It's all about the little things.
Really? Oh, so that's how you're gonna play it. You gonna do this? Okay, fine. That's all I needed. That's all I needed for him to do that, and it became personal with me.
So the bases I'm about to give y'all, and I apologize to my taller people, they're for 6'5" and under builds, because that's all I have. Okay, so when I do make that 6'5" and up build, I'm gonna do a similar one of these, or just drop some jump shot bases that I believe are really viable for the park, rec, pro-am, things like that. Until then, here are the 3 bases for dribblers that I believe are very much viable. My top 3 are Stephen Curry, if you have that high 3 ball. And you're gonna need at least like something close to a 90, because depending on the upper releases you put on it, it will raise the bar for what you need to use it. If you can't get Stephen Curry, Jalen Brunson is a very, very good base, and is very close. It looks just like Stephen Curry. It's just as fast. The green window is just as good, if not a little bit better, with less of a requirement for, its minimum 3-point or mid-range. Next is, and this one is the one that I'm using in this gameplay, I believe, Kyle Lowry base. And before we close out the video, here are my 3 spot up bases, starting with Jerry West. I love that base. It is very good for spot ups, if you are 6'5" and under, of course. Steve Kerr and Donovan Mitchell. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm sorry it was a little bit on the longer side, and I hope you enjoyed the little calm gameplay in the back. It's been boy NFGs, it's been your boy No Face, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Signing off. Peace.